Well, good morning from Blaine, Minnesota, home of the Schwann's Rink. We are on Rink 4 this morning. Welcome to this NAPHL Showcase 15U, just about underway and ready to drop the puck. Biggby Coffee in the dark blue uniforms and the Arizona Bobcats in the gold as we get started. As Biggby trying to overcome a loss yesterday for Biggby and get things going on the right foot. They did it. Right on shot. They get a good quick shot on goal. Save is made. We'll get you caught up on who is in goal. Meanwhile, in goal is Luke Connolly. We saw Luke at the end of the game yesterday playing that third period in their loss. And for the Bobcats, looks to be Joseph Topolrich underway, and play continues now down here as Biggby forced back. Cole brings it behind the goal and starts it up ice for Biggby. Biggby disrupted there at center ice, and it floats to the Bobcats. Bobcats head coach is Brandon West, and the head coach for the Biggby Coffee squad is Brian Sherry. Working it now as they make some shift changes up through the neutral zone. Here come the Bobcats. Circling their way, Lou. Kohler had it momentarily, dropped it there, disrupted, now taken away by McConaughey. McConaughey's lead pass misses the outlet. Back now in possession to Will Tucker. Tucker unable to hold possession. It ends all the way down back, and getting there first will be O'Mell as he seals off Gordon, one of the forwards for the Bobcats. O'Mell reaches for it, tries to continue that flow of the pay. Now there's our quick wrister, just off the mark that time by St. Otto. Rings all the way along the boards and sent right back in as soon as he crosses center ice. That was behind the defense there, appearance. Back now, Huey controls it. We are in rink 4, and that means that we are facing in the attack zone of the Bobcats. Distance away on the far side would be the Bobcat goalie. There's a quick wrister that misses the net, coming on with a push and an early scoring opportunity there for the Bobcats. Perrin circles back behind the net, now begins his way up ice to the far side to a teammate here. Jumping it through, whistled for the offside. Safaldi there had a full head of steam, kind of straddled that line, and one of his line mates, just caught in offside. Opening minutes here on day 2 of the NAPHL. This continues all the way through Sunday. We get you going on a Friday morning with momentum. Punched in there a bit by Bobcats. They've not been able to sustain any pressure. Just as I say that, they come in with pressure. On that backhand, it goes over the top of the goal. Nice save there. Pressure coming in that time by the Bobcats. They tried to put the backhand. I believe that was Gibbs on that backhand and making that save. Luke Connolly. It's a good morning wake-up with a sense of urgency. Tuttle. Move out to center ice and neutral. Now back into the Bobcats defensive end. They'll move it around on one side, and now Lester dumps it in. Biggby passes out of their end. Good pass ahead there. Now a race ensues there for Van Alstine. Bobcats on the transition. We'll get a whistle here and an ice. The first of the morning, 13:31 to go, first period. No score between Biggby Coffee and the Arizona Bobcats. Top scorer so far for the Bobcats has been Brandon Kohler and Lister, both with a goal, along with Patukov. We'll keep an eye on those players. Moving in, a quick wrister, flashing the leather early this morning. Hashtag FTL, and the save is made. Good snapped off wrister that time by Senato. And on the save is Toporich. Coming in for the Bobcats, Toporich getting his first play here, so we'll get a look. Working it down low and seal off the Biggby player to the corner as the Bobcats. Poking, prodding at it. And finally working it up. McCutcheon tries to center in the high slot. Karam's over. Back behind Biggby. Works it. There's Potter looking for it, but picking up the loose change. McCutcheon drops it at the near point. Down low. Back inside the blue line. A wrister here that hits traffic, and McCutcheon's there to corral that in. Nichols trying to do what he can, and now McCutcheon again reacquaints himself with the puck. From one side to the faceoff circle to the other. Nichols battles as Biggby. Looks like the Bobcats have picked it up a stride here. Pressure now, or they're sustaining some pressure. Good tape-to-tape passing. That shot hits the defense in front. And the skate of Noah Cole for Biggby. In the corner, trying to work her way up and out, but again, the Bobcats doing a great job of sustaining it. Holding the zone here, a wrister that is sent from just inside the blue line and gloved there by Connolly. The wrister came from NAPHL. And the faceoff will come just to the left of Luke Connolly. Connolly, goals against so far. He's out of Bloomfield, Michigan, and a goals against of 3.0 and a save percentage of .857. Safaldi ends it back behind and now stepping in. Here's a chance for Lister on the doorstep and couldn't quite chip it in. He put a nice pass on the stick of Gibbs, but Gibbs' stick was lifted from behind. Another shot there. Skim is waiting right there. That shot did not make it to net, and now Biggby says, let's give it some go on our offensive side. A shot hits the skates of the defender in front, deflects into that corner. Unable to hold the zone. Arizona put some pressure at center ice. The F1 got there first. The F2, forward 2, was trying to bring it in from behind, whistled on the offside. The Bobcats. Faceoff will take just outside the Biggby blue line. Thanks for joining us this morning on Hockey TV, and we excited to have you with us. Bobcats win the faceoff, chip it in and give chase. Perrin is trying to shed Nichols, who was on top, shadowing him. Nichols now picks it up opposite corner. NAPHL is trying to drop it there for McCutcheon, and now McCutcheon finally ends up with it. This line was just out there, so they ran him back out there, had some good flow with it. And Biggby on their way out. Shot from the top of the faceoff circle on the right. That's a pad save. Guided back to the corner, now through neutral zone, and Velo trying to put it there on the stick. Nightingale unable to convert, but McCutcheon and this line of McCutcheon, Nichols, and NAPHL has been putting on some pressure. In the Biggby end. Chipping at it, trying to get at it, getting some spacing there along the board. Up comes Perrin, sends it high, lofts it deep, and they'll get the ice. Faceoff will come all the way back into the Biggby end of the ice, probably just to the right of Luke Connolly. As we're down to single digits here in this first period, no score. 9 minutes, 30 seconds ago. Lister and Senato on that faceoff. The shot is taken, deflects to the corner. O'Mell behind the net, works it to Huey. Huey headmans it up to Cole. Cole sends it across the blue line and heads it on the direction of St. Otto. Biggby there. It roll off of their stick through the neutral zone and now back out. Back down deep. Another wave of pressure coming from Biggby. Deflects to the far corner. Looking for a cutter up top, sends it to that far point. There's a shot that deflects back behind the goal, and the Bobcats try to commandeer that puck. They'll take it behind the net along the far board, and good pressure now. It's a chance there for the Bobcats to at least lift it beyond the blue. Make some changes. Transition play here coming. A wrister hit off the stick of the Bobcats goalie. A nice shot. Deflects to the corner. From the face-off, now it goes to the high slot and picking it up there and turning, firing St. Otto again, and that's deflected to that far corner off a skate. Bobcats trying to manipulate that puck along the boards and out, but right now it's Biggby stepping it up. Drop pass in front of the net. It's the Bobcats getting there first, and holding the zone is Biggby as they send it deep. On some shift changes now on the line, it's easy here for the Bobcats to work it out. They actually get the ice. 7:48 to go here, first period, no score. This faceoff will take place in the Bobcats' end. That time you saw the Biggby Coffee crew try to sustain that pressure, and they did in the Bobcats' end. With the face-off in the Bobcats' end here, they continue to send it deep and put some pressure on, but now it appears the Bobcats will carry out. They do. Here they come across center ice now into the blue line. Stopping, trying to redirect the puck and get it to a teammate, and Van Alstine has it lifted off of his stick. Kohler had a goal yesterday. Kohler now from behind the net tries to center on the doorstep, deflected over the top. And we'll have a face-off. Good setup by Lister right on the doorstep. And Hayes, Vincent Hayes, had it deflected by Biggby into the netting behind. 7:18 remaining. Hayes there. They try to get it back to the point. They do, but unfortunately they could not hold the zone. Could the Bobcats. Connolly stops the puck behind the net. He's greeted by Hayes and knocked to the ice. What a nice morning that is. A deflection off of Hayes. It goes here to the near corner. Balo collides in that corner, and Bobcats exchange sides. Lister gets there first. Lister sends it, drops it behind to Hayes. Hayes being bothered by St. Otto. O'Mel digging at it. Foursome there in the corner, now holding the zone, far point. Good job for the Bobcats. They drop it down to the corner. Hayes goes to the corner, try to knock it loose. He has it on the backhand, tries to feed a teammate. A shot near the dot. No, they drop it down low, charging front of the net, fanning on a scoring opportunity there with the Bobcats. And Biggby has it, and we have our first penalty of the game. As you can kind of see, it's been a line or two specific sustains that pressure for one team or the other. You just saw that happen with Biggby, and now it was happening again with the Bobcats. So penalty's been whistled on Arizona. This will give Biggby their first opportunity on the power play. Tripping penalty was issued to the Bobcats. 6 and change remaining here in this opening period. This first game to get going here at the NAPHL on this Friday morning. 15U play. Thanks for joining now for us on the power play here. Far side. Holding the zone, sending it back to the corner. Now behind the net, looking to center. Now looking to center and coming in with a hard backhand, and that save is made by the Bobcats goalie. Heron regathers, refuels, and brings it in. It's a hard shot off the pads. Save is made, deflects to the near corner. Moving across, top of the face-off circle, looking for a pass. Now puts the shot on near, hits the back of the net or the side. And we have a $1:15 left here on the power play for Biggby. They're doing a great job. Good pressure. Shot low, pad save, kick to the corner once again. The Bobcats try to get there first, but the Biggby squad hustles their way to it. At the far point, drop down below at about the half wall from the face-off circle. Corner ensues there. Now back to that near point. Looks to be Huey. Drops it down. Loose puck, turns, fires. It rolls just beyond the goal and into that near corner. Bobcats trying to get possession and at least get their specialty units some fresh skates and legs. McDonald there, shot scores right on the doorstep. Able to lift it top shelf and put it with a peanut butter just under the crossbar. And I want to say that was Will Tucker who scored that goal. And that's on the farthest part of the rink from us. Good job. I think McGonigal will probably get an assist. He came in and took that initial shot. And then Will Tucker able to matriculate that puck past the Arizona goalie and put it under the crossbar. A 1-0 lead for Biggby. Power play goal. Out of the box is Kiroff and back on the ice for the Bobcats. There's a one-timer. Fandon lifting it back through the neutral zone. The Bobcats now look to match that goal. Can they reciprocate? Deflection from the blue line, and it's waffle pad by Connolly here just below us. Gave it McGonigal, I swear I thought 86. Will Tucker on that, but we'll see if that gets straightened out after this first period. 3.5 remaining in this opening period, and Biggby has jumped out to a 1-0 lead. Evers carries across center ice. He's pestered from the back by 12 of the Bobcats. Wearing up, taking this shot. It hits a Bobcat in the back. Deflects to that far corner. Seeing some sustained pressure here now by Biggby. Skated in with a burst of speed there is Skim. And through the neutral zone, carrying in here now is a drop pass by McCutcheon. McCutcheon back with that puck in the far corner, being bothered by Huey. Back into the corner. Biggby will try to manipulate their way out. Holding the zone at the near point here. A blast with a waffle pad save here to the corner by Connolly. Nichols drops it. Teammate there is NAPHL, but now it's picked up by Biggby. They in turn send it back, put a shot on. First shot save, second shot buries it back of the net. And Potter, I believe, will get credit for that goal. The initial shot that was taken was a quick pad save and kicked back out. Put on the stick, and that's when you have to be ready at any time as Chase Potter buries that. At the back of the net, 2-0 lead now for Biggby, and they're going to have a goaltending change for the Bobcats as Logan Gibbs now moves between the pipes for Arizona. 2.5 remaining in this opening period, and Biggby has struck twice. Bobcats put a backhand on. You can see that Connolly not quite sure where that puck is, but hoping they can blow that whistle, which they did. The faceoff will come just to the left of Connolly in the Biggby zone. Biggby has answered the wake-up call. 7:15 a.m. game, and this one flutters right on. Assist goes to Noah Cole. And they'll gear it up. Same song, different verse. Face off to the left of Connolly. Van Alstine over skates. Now deflects to the half wall, and Kohler Trying to create some scoring opportunities here. Trying to cut into a 2-goal deficit before the end of the first. On the doorstep, a backhand, and good technique there by Connolly as he trusted that technique, and they put the backhand right into his pads. He was looking behind him, but they'll tie it up, and they'll do another face-off. This is the third face-off just to the left of Connolly for the last 30 seconds. At least he's getting used to that view. Biggby here to the half wall, tries to clear. They do. They'll send it deep, and we'll get another whistle. South of 2 minutes now with 1:57 to go. And a face-off will take place to the left of Connolly. I guess that's trending. Only this face-off is going to be on the right side, not the left. Dropped the puck, and O'Mell back behind. Commandeering it, full head of steam, exploding up ice. Shot that heads to the corner. Cross ice here, stepping in is O'Mell and putting it off the glass, trying to get around him or the Bobcats, but O'Mell had that well played. Now they'll try to move around and create a 2-on-1 to the Bobcats. It's sent length of the ice, and we'll get a whistle. 1:16, I believe, is what that clock says from this angle, remaining in this first period. A power play goal by Biggby. That struck first. And then an even strength goal. The power play goal I had was Will Tucker, but they gave it to McGonigal. And the second goal was by Chase Potter for Biggby. Even strength goal. Half wall, dropping it to the corner, and now behind, trying to spark a scoring opportunity. As Biggby tries to extend their 2-goal lead here. Is about 30 seconds remaining here in this first period. Bobcats skate around the defense. They'll reverse ice. NAPHL down below, sets it in front, trying to tip it and redirect pass was the Bobcats for a goal, but Biggby on the transition. Huey sends it cross ice, misses his partner on the fence, and that allowed a good opportunity there for the Bobcats. They could not capitalize, as now it's carried out by Biggby. Center ice, tape-to-tape passing. Deflected off the stick of the Bobcats back through the neutral ice. Bobcats send it into the corner and behind the net. Piran has it, and that's going to take us to the end of the first period. It's going to be a 2-0 lead at the end of 2 complete with Biggby. We'll return with second period play of 15U and NAPHL Showcase coming shortly.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure, let's record. Okay, where did that go through? There's Ruben. Let me see.
Period 2 is underway, and
beautiful.
Biggby coming our way this period. They have a 2-0 lead.
Sorry, what is your email again?
Biggby out of Biggby Coffee. On the doorstep there, almost scooped that one by. Opportunity there.
Yep.
Parker Bendel.
Oh, hold on. Okay, so you got Aztec. What was the rest of it? I only heard Aztec.
After a shot from the near point. Skim took that shot. Bobcats now enter the Biggby
here. There's that
Coffee zone. Arizona Bobcats shots on goal. 5 that last period.
Okay, there you go. So it just says it resent you another one right now.
A Bobcat forward, but the pass a little too far in length to Bendel. number 4, and that'll be whistled for the ice.
Okay.
I had mentioned
Yeah,
that
if you
there were
can
6
knock that out,
goals
you
in
can
that
knock
first
it. I
period. The
mean, with
Bobcats, and
kids
now
and
in goal is Logan Gibbs. For the Bobcats, Logan Gibbs looks like getting his first taste, but comes in with a goals against of 1.01 out of Surprise, Arizona. Corner of theirs. O'Mell trying to navigate it out. Cross center ice. Dumping, chasing, there's Santos. Circling back is NAPHL, and he'll work it up. Good crisp passing if they can get it. A couple of good passes. Tape to tape, that certainly helps. Working it along here, and shot there, and a save is made, and they'll freeze it. Faceoff will come just to the left of the Bobcats' goal. Biggby Coffee, located in Lansing, Michigan, had a chance to get some great updates from Zachary O'Mell's dad just below us here at the first, after the first intermission. So they will resurface just the one time. That will be at the midway mark of this game. So that'll take place in 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Tuttle first to the puck on that far side. Drops it down below, and it's disrupted there by the Bobcats, who send and shuffle a pass ahead. Skating in now. Pudikoff puts a shot on, and the save's made there by Luke Connolly, covering it up, and that faceoff will be set here as the Bobcats try to cut that deficit in half. They're down 2-0 off the faceoff. A quick shot hit the crossbar. Boy, that, you can hear that ping from all the way down here. The opposite side of the rink, a good wrister, good solid pop, and now it's sent back. Trying to equalize and put some additional pressure on. Biggby whiffing on a couple of those attempts to get it out in front to Nightingale. Trevor Nightingale now goes to the corner, trying to pinch in and hold the zone, unable to do so, and then put on a stick of 18. 18 trying to work it past Skim defensively. Cannot do. Skim at the last minute able to deflect. There's a shot that redirected and goes to the far corner. That had Connolly going left, left, left. Suddenly it went right on the deflection. 5:32. Well, Biggby, this is their lone game today, and then they play again tomorrow at about 4:15. And then I'm assuming one more game on Sunday. Skating in here, Potter looking for his second goal, but to the side. Tucker has that go all the way back. Miscue there, but Connolly comes out to help out. You can see Biggby playing with certainly more swag, and had a tough loss yesterday to the Minnesota Blue Ox. Kim works it behind. The Bobcats usher it up through the neutral zone. Race to the puck ensues there. Commandeering that puck, it was O'Mell. O'Mell now on the outlet. He is that outlet pass, tape to tape. Nothing stops the flow of that play when you have to reach back or it bounces off a stick and you lose possession. So Kim carries up now for the Bobcats. Sam's there coming up with some collisions and bringing some physical play in is McGonigal. They say he scored that first goal. I thought he had the assist, but they gave him the goal on the power play, and it's deflected right at the blue line off of Noah Perrin, and the faceoff, I thought, really must have been standing just beyond that blue line, so just outside the blue line. 4 and change to go here in this opening half. Still a 2-0 lead for Biggby. skating in now. Drop pass at that far point. Taken away now by the Bobcats, and Gibbs works it up ice. Gibbs has it. Sends it deep. And now working to the far corner. Back up there to Burr. Burr sends it back in and tries to put it on the stick of one of his teammates for the Bobcats. Lister gets just inside the blue line and tries to ring it along the board. No time to really set up and sustain some offense as it's brought back by Biggby. They loft one in, and Gibbs has to guide it away from the net as a short hop. Lister ahead, dropping in just at the near point here. We're back the other way. I'm the Bobcats in 12. He'll fire it to the corner. Fast-moving first half here, 15U play. Lofting at it here and coming out to make that save is Connolly. Connolly played one period yesterday. Starting between the pipes was Tyler Hooley, and he had to face a barrage of shots that came the way of the Minnesota Blue Oxen. Just landing, getting your legs underneath you. That first game could always be a challenge. Lifting it just beyond the blue line. Biggby, but you're seeing a whole different team come out here today. Biggby. Coffee deflects Van Alstine. It's going back to the point. But it's lofted just beyond the blue line, and Skib is there. Skib off the glass. Back to Porapat. Porapat has it. Sends it back behind his goal and tries to create some spacing, but in fact it'll give Biggby an opportunity to get to that puck and sustain it. They're digging out at it and pinching in the skim from the near point. Looking to center. Puts it out front, but unfortunately cutting back to help out was Nichols for the Bobcats, and they move back. 2-on-1 quickly emerges here for the Bobcats. Now a 3-on-1. Hold shot, rebound cleared away. Nice save. And a nice defensive play to come back and pick up that loose change and clear it. Good opportunity there for the Bobcats, diffused by a nice save and defensive effort by the Biggby. Van Alstine gets to the blue line, dumps it in, and here's a breakaway. Another chance. Here comes Nichols skating in for the Bobcats. Shows the forehand, stays the forehand, and then a beautiful save again by Connolly. He got in probably a little too tight on Connolly. I couldn't tell if that puck started to roll on Nichols before he took that shot, but nonetheless a nice save. Biggby got caught defensively as they had two guys coming in and no defenders that time on Connolly. Losing the edge here, the Bobcats. They're going to call a trip instead on Biggby with 1:19 to go in this first half. Asher Morris, from this angle, it looked like he just lost his edge, but instead they're going to call the trip on Sainato. Braden Sainato. First power play opportunity of this game for the Bobcats. Biggby is 1 for 1. That's how they scored their first goal. That goal came from McGonigal on the power play. Not able to set it up. Biggby able to force Arizona out beyond the blue line, trying to hold. Just inside the blue line here, a wrister, and it's deflected, goes wide. Did not make the net. Loose change picked up there, and we have 45 seconds left here before the end of this first half. Bobcats would like to strike and cut into this 2-goal deficit. Just inside the blue line, here's a wrister. Lift up, save is made, trying to redirect and get that rebound on the backhand. Rolls off the stick of the Bobcats and behind the net. One-timer on set now, tried to send it back across. Good idea. Just couldn't pull the trigger on the shot. This one-timer is behind the net, and without a stick right now is Connolly in goal for Biggby. 15 seconds left. Still without a stick is Connolly. Right at the blue line, held in. Back again. He tried to take the shot. It goes between his legs. He fanned on it. Got a little too in. Kind of locked him up inside as he tried to pull the trigger to Casper on that shot. And we are at the end of the first half. When we return, there'll be 41 seconds left on the power play for the Bobcats. But at the end of the first half, in time to resurface, it is a 2-0 lead for Biggby over the Arizona Bobcats. 15U play NAPHL Showcase.